I may have found the best rigid yet portable solar panel to pair with your portable power stations. 350 watts of glorious solar power, 16 busbar N-type solar cells with integrated kickstands, all in a folding, easy-to-carry, light package. You may disagree, but I think this is one of the best offerings I've found yet for solar recharging on portable power solutions. Let's unbox this solar panel. There was a little shipping damage right here, but that's pretty cosmetic on the box. And here's everything unboxed. We've got this baggie of documentation, and then inside that bag we've got these little black pieces of plastic, as well as these U-shape stakes. Got a zipper pocket right here. And inside that, we've got a plethora of cables. So first we've got a coil with MC4 connectors on it, and that gives us some length. And then we've got some more MC4 connectors here on this end. So we've got some really thick wires right here. Definitely thicker than your average solar wire. And having unrolled it a little bit, it says that it's 14 gauge wire. The MC4 cables have these really nice easy press disconnects, so you don't need a tool to disconnect the MC4 cable. And then this cable right here obviously has MC4 connections on this end. This is your plug into everything cable. You've got your XT60, your Anderson, 2 different barrel plugs, and an adapter that goes to yet a different barrel connector. That is very, very nice. So that way you don't have to worry about remembering to bring all the adapters and cables and whatnot. You've just got it all right here. There is nothing on the back side. And here are the panels out of the case. We'll fully unfold them here momentarily. It's so cool because the panels are actually held together just with magnets. So they stay together, but then they're very easy to open and deploy. And they've got these really nice kickstands that just pop out, and they'll prop the panel up. And then inside one of these, you've got some loose MC4 connections, which is where you'd plug everything in. And then we do have some specs right over here. It's rated for 350 watts. Our VMP is 53.2. Our IMP is 8.10 amps. And the VOC is 50.2 with an ISC short circuit current of 8.58 amps. And look at that, they actually use N-type solar cells with the 16 bus bars. Very impressive. We can see the cells here, all their bus bars, and it does kind of have this bumpy coating on it, which kind of helps refract sunlight from different angles and whatnot, potentially helping with efficiency, as well as protecting the solar cells. I also want to comment on how nice the carrying bag is. It's really thick, heavy-duty material. Notice that the zippers are actually kind of water resistant, which is pretty cool. And then you can actually carry the panels by their handle that stick out right there, or there's kind of a shoulder type carrying strap. And then to make it easy to kind of heft into the car or whatever, you can grip this handle right here, and then there's another handle right down here that you can grip, and then of course the storage pocket. So really, really nice protective case to get you from point A to point B without scratching or damaging your panels. Okay, let's see how hard it is to set this panel up. And just like that, it's set up and plugged in. That was very, very fast and very easy. Really, really like these stands. They're so easy. I like that they stay open, so you can just pull them all out and then just lay the whole panel down at once like you saw. That is so nice. It's a beautiful day to be testing solar. It is later in the year, so the sun has kind of gone further into the horizon. Technically, I actually need a steeper angle on these to get the optimal sun exposure, but it's not too bad. Let's see what kind of output we're getting. I am going to angle them slightly. You can see how the shadow is elongated this way, so I need to tweak the panels that way just a little bit. There we go. Now you can see the shadow is much straighter behind it, so we're getting a lot more direct sunlight on these panels. Let's see what their performance is like. Got one of my all-time favorite power stations here, the Anker F2000. We're just going to utilize that cable that came with the solar kit and just see if that does the trick for us. It should, because the Anker uses an XT60, and lo and behold, we've got an XT60 on this adapter cable. So let's go ahead and plug that in. 91, 159, 212, 254, 277, 284, 284 watts seems to be where we're topping out at. That is not bad performance for that panel, especially for it being towards the end of the year, where instead of being, straight overhead, the sun is clear over here in the horizon, right? So there's a lot more atmosphere and whatnot to shine through. It is cooler, so that helps, I'm sure. 284 watts though, not too shabby at all. Just for fun, I got a different power station. This is the EcoFlow Delta 2. EcoFlow is kind of funny because they need an XT60i connector to get the full solar power, which is no problem. I have a cable right here, so I just connected it up to the MC4 extension. Very easy. Plug it in here. We'll just see if we get the similar performance from that solar panel out there. Yeah, very, very similar. In fact, just a little bit less on this, 276, as opposed to the 280 whatever coming in on the Anker. So very similar results. So this panel is doing a very good job. I mentioned I really like how these stands can be pulled out and then they stay out. That makes deploying this solar panel so much easier. The other thing I really love is how to connect the panels together. There's actually physical wires right here. They're not trying to do some hokey something right at the point the panels bend. I'll insert a clip here of another folding solar panel that I had in my possession that died like really quick because the cables running where it folded failed and burned up. This panel is only about 3 years old, been used very lightly, occasional camping trips, maybe been used 5 times camping. And anyway, it's toast now. If you look at this right here, that is melted right there. And if I flip it over here, you can see the melt mark on this side as well. This panel does not generate any electricity anymore, and it is out of warranty, and it's incredibly expensive. So this configuration right here is much better. This one is slightly different because the wire is actually running through the panels. However, it's pretty loose, so it moves through that pretty easily. And the other nice thing is, if for some reason the cable gets damaged here, it's just wire, so it would be repairable, as opposed to something embedded inside the panel. So I really appreciate that. So yeah, I am very impressed with this panel. I'll leave a link for it down in the description. It seems to give me performance close to that of a full-on glass panel, which is actually what I've been taking camping. Here's a clip of a little camping trip I took, and you can see all my glass panels everywhere, which work. So right here, we've got two 200-watt rigid panels, and then just laying here on the table is 400 more watts. Those are 100-watt panels. We've got one more of the folding 160-watt solar panels. But this panel is almost equivalent to those two 200-watt panels, not quite, but really close. And if I remember correctly, I think these guys even make a bigger one, maybe even a 450-watt model. I'll maybe leave a link to that down below as well if you want something larger than this 350. And while it's not a glass panel, I think you're going to get a lot more mileage out of this panel compared to that of other folding portable panels. But you do get the portability and significant weight decrease over doing the glass panels. Plus, the built-in stand really helps. You don't have to have them just laying out on the ground like you saw, or propped up on rocks or whatever. So I'm thrilled with this. If you guys are on the go, camping, RVing, or whatever, and want a quick panel to deploy that really packs a punch, I'd highly recommend you check this out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype, the 5 free things that really benefit the channel and help get my videos in front of more eyeballs. I really want to keep this free content coming to you. Everything's going behind subscriptions and paywalls these days, so do those 5 free things if you would, to keep the free content alive and coming. I would really appreciate it, and we'll catch y'all next time.